247 Technologies presents OneFinger Identity Verification. Why OneFinger? Identity theft and impersonation are becoming a serious problem, both here in South Africa and worldwide. Protect your identity today. Fraud-related identity theft cost South Africa businesses 276 million in the first 3 months of 2008 alone. This was said by Alexander Forbes Insurance Brokers. There are many more websites available. If you just do a search on Google for identity theft, you can see for yourself. Questions and answers. As the public, if you had an Edgar's card, petrol card, or any other type of card where you purchase from companies and shops, how difficult would it be if I had your card to go and purchase on your account? Think for yourself. Have you ever given your card to your wife or to a staff member to get petrol? Please understand that this system is available to protect the public against identity theft. When it comes to business, with existing systems available today, I could do a credit check against an ID number presented. But what proof do I actually have that the consumer in front of me is the person in question and the person they say they are? Another question is, what is the cheapest information or credit check that I can do against a person today? Is prevention not better than cure? If I confronted a potential client with the need to take a photograph and a fingerprint before he or she can purchase, would this not chase away criminals? The solution is OneFinger. OneFinger is a personal biometric identification system developed to protect the public and merchants from identity theft elements. The hope is to eradicate white-collar crime in South Africa. Key consumer benefits. With OneFinger, you'll protect your personal identity today like never before using state-of-the-art technology with only the lift of one finger. With OneFinger, you don't become a statistic of fraud, crime, or theft anymore. South Africa has one of the highest rates of crime and corruption in the world. Help make a difference preventing crime and corruption in South Africa, and it costs you nothing. With OneFinger, you should have less chance of getting listed on credit bureaus falsely due to identity theft, preventing you from incurring the costs and headaches of clearing your name. With OneFinger, you can register today, free of charge. Protect yourself now. With OneFinger, no merchant can get your details without your biometric consent. With OneFinger, you get an email detailing all inquiries that are made against your ID number, and this is free of charge. With OneFinger, you get an option of having a premium rated SMS every time somebody does an inquiry against your ID number. This way you know exactly at any time who's trying to open an account in your name, and you get full contact details of the merchant and the store in question, so you can go and catch that criminal red-handed. For business owners, the advantages. With OneFinger, you have an instant deterrent against criminals, protecting your business against crime and saving you money. With OneFinger, you help to rid South Africa of identity theft. With OneFinger, you don't become a statistic of fraud, crime and theft. South Africa has one of the highest rates of crime, as we know. With OneFinger, you get a full client detail within 2 seconds without inconveniencing the client. With OneFinger, you decide when you want to pay for this minuscule rate for the service. With OneFinger, it can be used together with any transactional monetary or not. So whether it's somebody picking up goods of value or whether they're paying for something, you can use the same system. With OneFinger, you get the cheapest verification check ever, and only one that proves that the client is who they say they are, using biometric verification. With OneFinger, you can collect evidence for court of law that will be hard to beat with a very small cost. The sort of evidence that you can collect when a criminal does purchase from your store illegally and the criminal is caught. You can have a list of all the OneFinger outlets where the identities have been stolen by that criminal. You'll have a list of whose identities were stolen. You'll have the assistant serving the criminal. You'll have the date and times of all activities, the places where the activities took place, the criminal's image taken for each event, as well as all 10 fingerprints, the images of those fingerprints and the algorithms associated. With all this evidence, we can only hope that action will take place and that the criminal will be put behind bars and convicted for such actions. An example of a new applicant walking into a store where OneFinger is being used. First thing that will happen is that the merchant will take the ID number or the passport of the applicant. The next will be a request for a photograph together with the collection of the basic details of that consumer due to him not being on the system. You'll then be requested to register all 10 fingerprints, and then the merchant will print out a OneFinger consent form for signature. This will be sent to the OneFinger network. The client from then on only needs to place one finger for verification at any merchant using the OneFinger system. All that he needs is his ID number or his passport to do the verification against. The merchant can at any time print a confirmation report for each verification done. Should a person go back to a OneFinger store, they will always be requested a photograph and then to place one fingerprint down on the reader. If the finger is not read, they'll be asked to retry. Should somebody else have the same identity, they will be supplied with a document requesting FICA type approval to confirm they are the rightful owner of the identity. This would need to be taken to any commissioner of oath together with relevant documents required, and then returned back to the OneFinger outlet so that they can update the system accordingly. From then on, it would be taken that the second person with the same identity is using a suspected stolen ID. Once this is done, the certified user will only need to place one finger once again onto the system at any merchant. Should there be an attempt to use your identity, you get a free email monthly as a statement. You can at any time opt to get a real-time SMS at a premium rate. An example of an SMS would be your name, your ID number, whether it was rejected or accepted, at what store, and what phone number, together with the date and time. The phone number is there, so you could always phone the merchant, ask them to hold on to the person that's trying to open an account in your name, and then rock up there together with the police to arrest this person. In development is our SDK. An SDK is a software development kit. This will be free to all third-party integrators, and it would give an integrator the ability to include OneFinger into their own application, ideally used in big corporates and people that develop point of sales and systems like that for a video store, for example. The advantages are immense. For example, one of the biggest advantages is that by placing your ID number into a system like that, the system will automatically go and collect all your information, obviously with the client placing their finger on the reader as authorization to collect that information, and it would save the consumer having to recapture all that information into your system. These are just a few of the examples of where we believe OneFinger would work and can work and is working. Try to imagine for yourself collecting or dropping off your vehicle for a service, collecting children from a creche, collecting parcels from couriers, getting your blood taken for insurance policies, signing of contracts and agreements. The ideas are endless where OneFinger can be utilized. What is in it for resellers? It's a big opportunity for resellers as it's an untapped market. Good upfront revenue for very small deployment. Everyone wants it, although nobody knows that they need it at this stage. Word of mouth advertising, as people want this service. Cross-selling opportunities, because with this product you need internet access, you need antivirus, you need computers, and so on. Residual income from ongoing transactions. Opportunities to sell to integrators for large chain stores with volume residual income. What's in it for the criminal? Free board and lodging at the closest institution. With all this evidence, we can only hope that the action will be taken against criminals and that they will be put behind bars and convicted for such actions. We expect to give the criminals from now on the OneFinger. Clients have two options when it comes to the cost of OneFinger. Option number one, you can get everything for free. That's the software, webcam, biometric reader, installation, training and remote support. And you only pay £2 per verification on a 24-month contract. The minimum verifications you need to purchase per month is 200. This equates to a total cost of £400 per month. If you should need additional verifications, you can purchase a bundle of 200 verifications at a cost of £300 or £1.50 per verification for the additional verifications. All verifications are carried over. The second option, you also get everything for free. However, you need to pay an upfront payment for registration of £1,753. The advantage of this option is that from the start out, you only pay £1.50 per verification. You still need to purchase 200 verifications per month for a 24-month contract, but this equates to £300 per month, the same cost as an additional top-up bundle of an additional 200 transactions. As a promotional special, on top of this we will apply another credit to you for every new registration onto the OneFinger network. We'll also give you unlimited accumulation of all credits, including from the monthly contract paid. An additional credit will also be given if you register both the image of the person as well as all 10 fingerprints collected for new applicants loaded onto the OneFinger network. Integration into existing business systems we see to be the key to the OneFinger network, and we know these will follow in time. Examples are the mines, cell phone providers, chain stores, medical practice, visitors, solutions for access control, and government systems. In closing, this is an opportunity to rid South Africa of white-collar crime. So make a difference today and sign up for the OneFinger network.